So I gotta say, I am really loving the hub idea. In fact, a little too much. So usually what happens is, I think I have a fairly decent work ethic, but I bounce from idea to idea, and usually I go a little overboard. Hence YouTube and that trying to be the grounded way for me to actually finally finish stuff I start. Anyway, this is the initial stage of the hub, if you will. So rather than just a set building, right, it is now somewhat dynamic. So we have the Enchanters Nexus damaged, and then the next stage is repaired, and as you can see, all the buildings are fleshed out more. And then after that, we have heat restored. All the netherrack turns to magma, and you can see there's some smoke, there's stuff all around. I don't really want to move because I think this is probably the best angle to show the majority of it. And then the last stage is magic restored, where all the crying obsidian changes, and we get the fleshed out version where all the NPCs will show up. And the way it's going to work is basically you'll start out with just a handful, probably just one, right? And he'll give you a task to repair the Nexus, in which case you'll get to that second stage where all the buildings are repaired. Then after that, another one will show up, and then together you'll work with them to restore the heat. And then after that, restore the magic. Once the magic is restored, then everyone else can start to show up. And we'll have all different NPCs. I have, again, gone a little overboard. So far in terms of the art assets, right? This is what I've been working on for the last few days, right? 75 sprites so far and going. And this is all for just the rewards of the hub, as well as the minigame, and then also those repair cycles. So we might as well just go through them all, right, and take a fair look. So we have all different potions that will be unique to the Nexus, right? They're just one variant potions. You can't brew, you know, special, any number of potions with the different amethyst bottles, right? I feel like bottles is not the greatest term, but yeah, so amethyst bottles. Then we have all these different keys, all these different books, which will play a part. And yeah, it's definitely been fun, but it is detracting me from the usual stuff, right? So hence why I haven't done a how to play or functional side for the main content of the pack in a little while. But I think it's definitely gonna be worth it. Again, this is going to be the main area in which you unlock the information of the pack. So the advancements, so you've got all these different scrolls, and each of the different images, if you will, right, unlock a different section. So for instance, anyone with this imagery is, if I look at the title, the first one is basics, okay? So whenever you get a scroll that looks like this, it will unlock an advancement within the basic branch of the Runechanter advancements, right? And then we have beasts, labyrinth, nexus, physical, shulk, spell, world, right? So those are the different advancement tabs. I'm hoping to leave it there and not add anything else. So the labyrinth will be the dungeon system. Again, I'm not going to work on that till the very end. That'll be the last thing that comes to the pack. But the Nexus is obviously this area. And then the other advancements are ones we've already seen. Now, you might have also seen me flipping through, and there's some new plants, right? I think I'll add them to the sniffer drop table, right? You won't be able to place them, but they will have their uses, just because the way that I'm going to handle placing is with the block display. I mean, I could make it so if you drop them, the block display spawns with a marker or something, but I think just resource-wise, you can get them from a sniffer out in the normal dimension, right? But here they will grow randomly. You can walk over them, you can pick them up. And again, the main hope is this is just a nice chill little place with a few, you know, novelty activities, if you will. So they will be impactful, but not required. So again, anything in the pack, if you know what to do, then you're fine to just do it. But if you want to unlock the advancements and you want to be able to read and understand exactly what to do, then you'll have to come here, you'll have to partake in some mini games. So for instance, the running idea for the blacksmith here is you will have to come down here, collect some special plants, then you will have to take them over to the ancient forge, which is out this way, right? Heat them up, then come to the top and smith them, and then go hand them in, right? And that way you have to run around a little bit, you have to collect the alchemist here, which will manufacture those special potions. You have to come down here, harvest some special amethyst for the potions, go out to their garden, which is all around their house, if I could get outside, right? Get the different potions, grind them up into different paste, and then combine them, right, into the potions. What else do we have? We have the crafter's little area. Now, he's a bit of a hoarder, and he doesn't like the other NPCs here, so he's locked his house, but now and then you will be rewarded with crafter keys, and you can come and you can open his chests, right? So there's 3 there, 3 over this side, in this little alcove, and then 3 up top, over there, right? And there'll be different tiers of keys. And basically, through these chests, you'll be able to get the resources for all the other minigames, right? To help sort of speed them up. So it does pay to, again, sort of transition from one to the other. Enchanters. Okay, this one, conceptually, the enchanter will be down here. He'll send you to his tower up top, and you'll have to loot the chiseled bookcases, right? And from them, you'll be able to find different colored books, depending on what smoke the fire is giving off. You have to chuck those books in, you'll get X amount of experience, you'll then spend X amount of experience on the enchanters table, and the goal of the minigame is just to enchant as many things as possible. The more stuff you enchant, the more points you will get, and the better rewards that the enchanter will give you at the end of the allotted time. So again, just conceptually teleport in, do the minigame, teleport out, and then be rewarded. So sort of a timed minigame. So that's crafter, enchanter, alchemist, smither. So, okay, the miner, that's the last one. So the miner will send you into the undercrop, right, through the amethyst caverns here, and you have to run around and collect some special amethyst for him. And yeah, I think that's the go for minigames currently on the chopping block, right? Blacksmith, 1, miner, 2, enchanter, 3, crafter, 4, no, 5. So there's 5 different minigames, right? Again, working on the assets. Hopefully, the other half of this video will actually be me showing that off, or at the very least, it'll be the intro to the hub, right? Because again, the different stages, I think I'll stick behind boss fights, right? Well, pseudo boss fights. So for restore the heat, it will probably be an iron golem in the middle, and you have to heal him back to 4, give him, you know, max HP 1000. So it'll take a bit of time. Enemies will spawn from the little portal sections up here, and they can make their way down to the iron golem, and you'll have to probably get materials, run over to the ancient forge here, and smelt them, right? And then go back and repair him. Or you can still just use normal iron, but it'll be obviously a lot slower, since normal iron only does, I think it's 25 hearts. And if he has 1000, well, that's a lot. And then the second stage for the magic return will probably be a boss in the crystal mines. I really got to settle on a name for it, but basically you'll be tasked to go down there, if I can remember where the entrance is. It's over here by the miner, right? And you'll have to make your way to the center. Let's see if I can remember. I believe it's this way. And then you don't want to go down, you want to go up and around. And yeah, okay. So then the boss will be here, you beat him, and all the magic will return. So all the obsidian will turn back into that crying obsidian. And then in terms of the other NPCs, there will be several down here. So anywhere I've marked with the crying obsidian with like these special patterns will be where an NPC can spawn. The initial 5 denizens of the Nexus here will all spawn straight away, but all these special ones you'll have to go recruit villagers in the normal dimension, right? It'll probably be a special item you have to give them once they're maxed out or something, right? And I'll probably just do one for every single job. So you trade with them, you level them up, you max them, and then you give them a special item, and they're brought to here and they're given all new trades. Something like that I think is conceptually cool. But anyway, I just wanted to do that as a little update in case I don't actually get the work done and I'm falling behind. But nonetheless, right, I think, yeah, this has morphed into a fairly cool idea and just, you know, a fun time, if you will, for the pack. Again, a lot of features affect the main game, but then you can come here, you know, chill out. Again, do the mini games, unlock the knowledge of the advancements, right? It's not actually unlocking the skills or the crafting mechanics. I could gate them, right? I could just test if the player has such advancement, but I don't like that idea. I like the idea, again, if you experiment, if you play around, right, you can unlock stuff that way. But if you want, you know, a easier time of knowing what to do, you can come here, again, get those scrolls. They were last, I think. Although they're pretty far away at this point. And of course, it's no longer popping up. Yeah, so the scrolls were near the end. So again, you'd probably just pay with whatever resource you get. Each of the main villages will give out a different resource. So for instance, this is the enchanted droplets, right? So they're the reward for the enchanters minigame. Now everyone wants it, right? So all their trades will sort of be a mixture of all the different minigame rewards. I think that's probably the best way to do it, right? Incentivize, you know, actually participating and playing them all. The scrolls. Now for the scrolls, I think I'll make them experience bottles. So if you have it in your inventory, you unlock the advancement. You can then give it to another player, right, to speed everyone up if you want to do that, or you can just cash it out for experience. Because again, experience is very vital to the pack. Almost every new form of crafting uses experience, right? So yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it there, and I will get back to work, and hopefully we can show off some fun stuff with this area rather than just its design. Well, it's not completely done, but boy, oh boy, is there some cool progress to show off. So this is kind of the finished model for the Nexus, for the hub area, right? With some events to still set up and all the trades. So the villagers should be in their correct positions or rightfully named. Although I was kind of a bit excessive in the length. So creation, master herbalist. There are no functional trades yet. All I've done is the story system of the Nexus to get it to the state, because, well, it looks like this. Yeah, so you gotta put in the work, you gotta repair it, right? Buildings are damaged, there's debris all around, but we'll start properly. So we'll go back to the overworld. Do I have the correct thing? I do not. That's fine, we can just use commands. Okay, so we'll start at spawn, and we will go through the progress of the little Nexus as intended. So let me keep some items that we need. So we need that and that, but everything else can be cleared. And I will also just scrap the advancements, all the ones pertaining to the Nexus. So I do from, and then we go Runechant, and then we go Nexus, roots. That should clear it all, right? And we shouldn't even have the tab. So worldly, spellcrafting, basics, labyrinth, enchant beasts, physical arts, and multiplying shock. Perfect. Okay, so the first step, how do we get to the Nexus? Well, you will unlock this advancement, the pink shiny rock. By throwing a diamond, enchanted ash, and a knowledge fragment into an enchanter's crucible, you can bind the blue shiny rock to the enchanter's Nexus. So, we need ourselves a nice diamond. There we are. And we go 1, 2, 3. And we get 2 enchanted diamonds. You get 2 because 1 to teleport there and 1 to leave, right? And that way you don't hopefully get stuck. I might end up putting a little button or something that teleports you back to spawn, or you will just have to, you know, go jump. Well, actually, I don't think there are any enemies. There is lava, so I guess you can jump in the lava to get teleported back to your spawn. But yeah, so we get ourselves our enchanted diamond. Now, we can use this. We can just throw it out into the world, and ta-da! We're in the Enchanter's Nexus, and we get 2 advancements. It is the green. Green is where? There. Duh. So we have Codex of all knowledge pertaining to... Nope, that is not the correct description. All right, I need to fix that. But we have restoring the Nexus, and we also have resources. So collect debris and bring the materials to the Forge Master so he can repair the building. So we have our Forge Master here greeting us. And as you can see, he has 1 trade available with a Scroll of Knowledge. So this will be the system used to unlock advancements. So by gaining the Scroll of Knowledge, you will get the corresponding advancements. So all we have to bring him is a stack of blackstone and a stack of polished bricks. But how do we get it? Well, out in the Nexus, right, we've got debris. So if we just walk over it, well, there's 5, there's 10. So you just have to run around, explore for a little bit, and collect enough materials. All the polished bricks are basically on the second tier. There are staircases all around. But yeah, you just have to collect 64 and 64. Luckily, we're in creative, so I can just cheat a little. But that way, you know, the intended purpose is for you to run about a little bit and grasp what the Nexus is. But we can come to you. We can go ahead and trade. So that and that. This gets us the advancement, and then the advancements triggers everything to be rebuilt, right? And now we have the runesmith showing up. So the Forge Master has come over to his forge because the next one is reignite the ancient forge within the Nexus. You may have to leave the Nexus to collect materials. So if we look again at his trade, he now has Essence of the Sun. Used to reignite the Nexus. Simply throw it into the center of the ancient forge, this being the ancient forge. And then off of the other guy, what can we trade for? We can trade for crafting empowered metal or an enchanted diamond, right, in case we get locked. But how do we get these empowered amethysts? Well, I will add in dialogue, right? So when you get near one, they'll tell you, or I guess I could add in more advancements to guide, but I think dialogue's probably better, right? But as you can see down here, we have some new amethyst. And again, like the debris, we walk over it, we get ourselves some empowered amethyst. So we go ahead, collect it all, and we can use that to kickstart the trades and teleport home, you know, if we've lost the diamond, right? But we'll skip all that. Actually, I should probably unlock the advancement at the very least. So we need iron. I'll go grab a full stack. We can go ahead and trade that plus that to get that. That'll get us our other advancement. The main one we want to do is obviously this. This unlocks the next stage of the Nexus. So we have Essence of the Sun. So I just need some blaze powder. We go, oh, no, that, and amethyst. So we get the Essence of the Sun, and it does say on its warning will trigger a special encounter. Okay, so if we throw it into the forge, ta-da, the magma ignites, right, all the netherrack, and we should, no, I know why. I'm not close enough for the iron golems, right, so they've spawned up here, they're heavily damaged, and we have to repair them all. Now, I'm curious because things should start spawning every now and then. I think it's 30 seconds, but the idea is this little event you want to fully heal up all the iron golems, and there are easier ways to do it. So if we go back to the Forge Master, right, we have empowered metal, magic infused metal among its uses, able to increase the recovery rate of an iron golem when thrown at it. So we'll grab some of that. And then up here, we now have the crafter who was spawned, wherever he is. He was on the blue one, there we go. And he sells us some enchanted metal, magic infused metal of the highest purity, able to fully repair an iron golem. Also, we heard the screech. Is that, no, sorry, that's the shulker. That's not the summon. I might have missed the summon in the Nexus. They might be spawning in the overworld. Let me see if I can fix that. Oopsie, we have a typo somewhere that is preventing the event from running. So I need to check all of them and see which one the issue is. So what should happen is the Guardians should be spawning in mobs, right, on these little bridges, and they will also drop the resources for you to help speed things up, but you can leave and come back, and we'll go over the system of the Nexus, which I really like because anytime I update it, it will automatically update in your world, as long as you obviously download and install the correct pack. Okay, this is interesting. Why are none of these wrong? Yeah, apparently none of them are wrong. But if I go function, Runechant mob / Nexus / Guardian repair, it is not present. Interesting. Okay, hopefully that should do the trick. Actually, we'll put that there, right? So we can see. So every time you load into the world or the data pack or server restarts, right, the hub will update and all the entities will reset or respawn. There we go. Iron Golem, ooh, that shouldn't have users, but yeah, so mobs are being pulled into the Nexus by the yellow gates and the blue gates. So you can see this little cloud spawn, and then after a few seconds, it should spawn an actual mob, right? And then that will go attack the Iron Golem, although, are they? Should only be about 8 seconds. All right, we'll have to check that one as well. But as you can see, they're spawning everywhere. In fact, a little too quickly. Right, let's see if this is any better. Again, all we have to do is reload and the Nexus will reset to its previous state. So all the little things will disappear, right? And the event will basically just restart. So I did double the time. So we've got a little bit of time to, oh, there we go. So red gates. So we should see, there you go, one spawn. And after a few seconds, it should actually spawn a mob now, right? With a skeleton, it disappears. Green gates. Here, right? Another little portal. So basically, you just want to be healing up the Iron Golems. Oh, wrong button. I was trying to get rid of the scoreboard, and that doesn't really work. All of these guys will drop iron and the amethyst, the special amethyst, so that you can make the bars. Because what the bars do is they give healing. So he's got regeneration. And then we did also see a trade on this guy, right? And that will fully heal the Iron Golem. So if you can get to 16, you can then get this. And then, well, if you get a whole stack of the empowered metal, you can then go ahead and fully heal them all at once. I should also note, once they hit 200 HP, right? They're impervious to damage. Sorry, 100 HP. Or should be. Maybe not. Does Withering eat through resistance? That might be a problem, because they're not meant to be able to get destroyed. Okay, I might change it from resistance to being set back to 200 HP. But yeah, so Wither Skeletons from red, zombies from green, and Husks haven't spawned because we've not gone lucky, right? Well, I guess unlucky, because it's random which ones spawn at which. Have they been through the green yet? There should be a point where they can't take any more damage. No, it looks like they're fine. Okay, no. I must have made it a minuscule amount, like 50 or something, right? For whatever that bar is. I think it's about 50. So once they hit 50 HP, they can't take any more damage. We can go ahead and look at a different scoreboard. I feel like too many are still spawning. Also, that is wrong. Sidebar, Guardian, I think it's Assault. Yeah. Okay, so that's the other thing. Once they hit a certain HP threshold, they won't spawn anymore as well. But if we were to heal this guy back up, I might as well just grab iron and spam click it. Right, once they get to a certain HP, the counter starts again and more entities can spawn in. And then the objective is to get them to, obviously, full HP. And then once they've hit full HP once, you don't have to do it again. Right, so if you keep track of that... Oh. Alright, that's the portals are the other counter there. And once they get to 160, they'll spawn in mobs. Oh, we got some husks, finally. Right, so basically, yeah... A lot to manage. I might have to balance it around single player. Because this is a bit excessive. I'll probably double the spawn time again. Oh, they got around that guy. Interesting. I think they've got a teleport skill. They might have a teleport skill. But yeah, fun. Anyway, I'm going to grab the Grud metal and we'll clear the event nice and quickly. So I need 16 of the empowered. We can just go get some. Actually, well, we did unlock how to craft it, so I suppose I should show that off. Green. So, crafted using the Ancient Forge in the Nexus by throwing an iron ingot and an empowered amethyst into its center. We go ahead, find the forge. We go 1, 2. They combine together. We get ourselves our metal. Make it a full stack. And we will go ahead and trade it. The blue guy. Do they? No, they didn't. I guess they KO'd each other with their passive abilities. Right, but we can grab 4. These are not stackable. So, be wary. But if we just go ahead, drop it. Full HP. Full HP. Full HP. And full HP. We get Restoring Nexus, they all disappear. I'll add in like particle effects for the clearing and whatnot, but we're on to the next stage. Also, if we exit their little radius, the HP bars will go away and not reset. I'm also tempted to make these show up as you're healing the Iron Golem as a marker. It's probably the best way to do it. It's just annoying positioning them all because they're just item displays, right? I haven't actually made a new model and sticking on an arm stand or anything like that. Anyway, we're on to the last objective, which is recover magic from the Amethyst Tunnels and bring it to Kovac. So, if we find our crafter friend, or crafter hut, right, he's in here. We can see that we bring him a cluster of condensed magic, and we get ourselves restoring the magic, and that is the final stage of unlocking the Nexus. So there are two ways. We can either go through his little house down here, or we can go from the mining entrance, which should be on this side, right? This little cavern will have opened up. We can venture through here. We need to find the center, so it's a little bit of maze. But eventually we'll end up here. And as you can see, there's the condensed magic, right? Right, nice and easy. Do a little parkour and grab it. Yeah, no. So then there's a boss fight to end it off, right? So then once I need to damage him a little bit so he actually drops the item. I should remember that. Although again, right? If you don't get the item, all you have to do is quit out, reload the server, reload the pack, and the Nexus will reset to its correct standard, right? And just checking those items didn't actually fall here, because they shouldn't. You should teleport out and then die, and you can start again. Right, so spawn another, try again. That should be more than enough. Cool, and now we get ourselves our cluster of condensed magic. We will just cheat our way out. Well, I suppose I should probably try and find the correct way out. I believe it's this entrance. And then this way. No, I think this is a dead end. Yeah, I'm going to get lost in here. But there will be events and other villages that can spawn down here, right? Again, the plan is to really expand this. We'll just cheat, right? We'll go spectator. You guys can have fun figuring out the maze. So we go back to him. Creative. Right, and we can trade for the final unlock. And then, ta-da! All the obsidian lights up, and everyone is now present. At least all the main villages, right? So we have Albar, the Knowledge Seeker, Kovac, the Collector and Crafter, Runesmith, Stewards in here, and they'll all have, trades, and there'll be functional stuff to do here within the hub. And yeah, again, so the way the system works is you saw the scoreboard before. That displays sidebar. It's either, no, it's Enchanters Nexus. Is it not? Enchanters Run. Right, because I was still settling on name. So it says current state 4. And basically the states update as you get the advancements. So as soon as one person gets the advancements, the whole Nexus will advance, and the advancements will unlock for everyone, right? I believe it's set to grant them whenever it rebuilds as well. So for instance, if by some chance, right, stuff messes up. Oh, that's interesting. Why was there two? I need to look into why the iron golems didn't go bye-bye. Though two's not too bad. But yeah, so if anything messes up, quit out, come back in, and everything will reset. Ta-da! And you're good to go. But yeah, that will do it for now. Again, going to work on it. Definitely need to, insert some particle effects in between the transitioning every time the little realm is rebuilt, right? Like even just a whole bunch of magic filling the air or something like that when you trade with him. And also, I forgot, I made his little hut a minigame. All right, you have to steal from him, and you have to find a secret way in through the caves underneath, right? So there's pressure plates inside, but they are also weighted, so you need X amount of items. Basically, I have all the minigames planned out. I think I went through them before. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Hopefully this is exciting, right? This has definitely been a blast to work on. Still a few little kinks to work out and polish up. But yeah, it's coming along very nicely. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.